Jubilant crowds are celebrating across Athens right now. They've gathered outside the Syriza party headquarters to listen to their leader, Tsipras. Well, preliminary results have put the party ahead in Greece's general election. The former Prime Minister has been given a second chance despite his previous failure to take on Brussels over austerity measures. William Whiteman is in Greece for us.
Behind me there are fireworks going off. There were some scooters and cars going past earlier that were flying Syriza flags. So yeah, it does seem as if Tsipras has been given a second chance. He's just finished speaking to supporters and has announced that he is going to form a coalition government. His main rival, the leader of the New Democracy Party, Tsipras, has admitted that the party has been defeated. So yes, Tsipras has been given a second chance to govern, but not with the same kind of majority or public support that he had before. We go now to Yanis Varoufakis, who was the former finance minister of Greece and a former Tsipras ally, explaining just why this is the case.
I'm sorry, but Syriza doesn't exist anymore. What we've had after the 12th of July is a surrender of our government, which followed with a deconstruction of Syriza. This is very sad for me.
And now, one of the things that the media have seized upon today has been the abstention from voting, the people who didn't go along to vote. It was a very stark contrast to how the situation was before at the time of the July referendum, when there was a real sense of hope in the air, there was joy. Now there just seems to be an atmosphere of distrust, of people just giving up, giving in, but just voting for the party that they feel will be the least bad for them.
There's a weak motivation, apparently, and people feel puzzled about the way things evolve.
I haven't voted today because to me the vote does make a difference, because basically the two parties have got basically the same principles, as I've heard, and they're after the same thing. So it doesn't make any difference to me to vote.
So now the people of Athens appear to be hopeful, they appear to be joyful to a certain extent. Let's just wait and see what happens with this government. Will it be a success? Will they be able to try and counter any of the measures imposed upon them by the EU? That remains to be seen.
Third place in the election goes to the Golden Dawn party. Aris Hazistofanou, the director of a documentary about the Greek debt crisis, has misgivings about the rise of the right in the country.
It's not a real anti-austerity force. Unfortunately, the real anti-austerity forces coming mainly from progressive movements and left-wing parties are not represented apart from the Communist Party. Unfortunately, Greece has very serious economic problems, and it was the worst time to receive this flow of refugees. I'm afraid that Golden Dawn will try to find the scapegoats that they need in these refugees. The economic problems of Greece does not come from the refugees, even though they create, of course, some problems to the Greek borders.